Okay, the Earth is expanding because the sun is expanding, which is a normal solar cycle. The Earth, this happens all the time. It's like goes on a wave. A lot of people are scared about Nibiru and all these other things, but there's really no proof scientifically of pretty much anything near us or aiming at us, except in the Quran. But that could be in a million years, that could be any day, that could just come upon us. It's obvious it's coming from an area we don't know. But assume there's nothing out there. But I guess what I really want to talk about is people's attitudes towards one another and different religions and things like that. My dad is a Syrian. He was born in Iraq and raised in Baghdad, and he told me a story, and I just want to share this story with you. And I'll tell you, my dad was a wonderful father. I would get 8-hour lectures if I did something wrong, and it wouldn't be because he was so angry. He was very calm. He would get to the bottom of what made me decide to do such a thing. And if I was a little off the cuff and didn't really accept a compliment, I would get an 8-hour lecture as to why God was using me and I should be giving praise to God. So, losing all ego, you don't get to keep your ego, and it's a good thing. So my dad was a very, very good dad. Now, he told me, he said, in the beginning, he says, there was only one faith and there was only one religion and everybody just spoke the same language. So they start getting a little proud, and they decide they're going to build this tower, and they're going to build it so high that they're going to be able to poke their heads into, the reaches of heaven. And so God let them go for a little while. And they make this big tower, and then he goes, whomp! And the whole thing goes flying down. And not only does he do that, he confuses all the languages. The mother doesn't know what her kid is saying, and the kid now knows what the neighbor down the street can say. And it's like all the different diverse languages came at that exact moment, at the fall of the Tower of Babel. So, of course, they all end up dispersing into different groups, all the ones speaking the same languages, however many they were, only God knows. And they would take away from what they saw and their impression of God. They would take it away, and they became the religions. But there's a thread of the singularity of the beginning of those people that continues on throughout all the different places where God has sent a messenger, because he says he sent a messenger into every single nation. Everybody's had a message from God, and it's pretty much the same message. There's only one God, worship me alone. So I need you to pay attention. Like, why is it that the devil really likes the Christians and the Jews and hates the Muslims? So you might want to think about that, because it must be that we're a threat, or somehow he's a little afraid of what we know. And they're bad jinn, right? They've taught you a lie, and you're believing it. You both think that the other's wrong, and you both think you're only the right way. And we're telling you that you are our brothers, and there's only one God. Let's just all worship the way we did with Abraham. Let's just get right back to the basics. That's all the Muslims are saying. So think about it. If the Muslims are so hated, why does Satan hate them so much? Because he's the God of the world. Just think about it.